All right, guys. So we're back live. Usama, I'm assuming you're good, right?
I'm good.
Thumbs up. Okay. All right. So you guys were Galen and Jubas and Sol. You were interrogating Droop. Anything else? Or are you good?
I just look at Gary and I'm like, after I told him the chances for Arbrit to be alive are slim. Do you want to ask him anything, Gary?
Um, no, I'm not sure we will find anything else from him. We might have a better chance with the two sleepy beauties.
So I look at Droop. I'm like, do you want us to carry you outside, or do you know your way out?
Oh, I know my way out. Thank you, my Lord Human and my Lord Dwarf, for, well, I guess for rescuing me, because you killed you killed little Pinky.
All right. Well, if you know your way out, then go ahead.
All right, bye. Then he starts running away. Okay, so going back to well, the two of you, I'm assuming, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go talk to those two guys?
Yes.
Okay, so as you move back there, you best just remember you were trying to search the room and then you stopped
Yes.
before.
Yes.
What you do notice, the two of you, as you get back inside the room, there is a table in here, right? That table was thrown to the ground, and you can see gold on the ground. Just so you know, information-wise, if you need to.
And there is the sack of gold. I don't know if someone took it. You know that the big chief tried to bribe me with this guy.
Yeah, there is gold in there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There is gold. So you guys haven't picked up anything in this room, just FYI. So I'm just telling you that, and then you can decide on it. Faye. So I'm going back to you. You have been searching this room. So the first thing that you notice, I told you this room, the desk is on the ground. There is glass all over the ground. One of the mirrors was shattered. And there is the chair that goes with the desk is also on the ground. You are looking around, and let's see. There are various papers and notes that are stacked, well, that are on the ground right now by the desk. Some of them says, you look at them and they say things along the lines of need 10 health potions, need 20 health potions, etc. Like it's pretty much orders for like potions and stuff along these lines.
Sure.
Yeah. And other things about like need 10 short sword, need 20 armor, etc. So like these are probably, as I said, like shopping list, trying to buy items that they need. You also find a very, very intriguing letter. Do you want to see it now, or do you want me to share it with the team?
Whatever you show now, I will share with the team. So it's up to the team if they're ready to see the letter.
I'll share it with everybody so that everybody can see it. Okay. Let's see. And then as you, Usama, as you read it, as you get it, please read it out loud for the team.
Oh, you're sending it to me somewhere?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. And please read it.
Lord Dorier. My spies in Fallcrest tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Fendelin. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven map in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I am counting on you, Albrecht. Please do not disappoint me. And it's signed, The Silent Spider. You guys want me to read it again?
Yeah, go ahead. I didn't get to the part about Albrecht.
Yeah, like, well, it's you can see it right on the screen.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I was joking. I was joking.
Everybody can see it. Good.
Yeah, don't worry. I was joking. Okay.
So you found now you're not discussing it yet. He's gonna tell you this later when he meets the team. So
Okay.
you found this letter. It's signed the Silent Spider in the write up that I gave you, but it's not signed the Silent Spider. You see a spider. I think I put that as a note at the bottom of the note itself. It says spider is signed at the bottom with a spider seal, white on the inside and black on the outside, and that's the Silent Spider. Seal, pretty much. So, in addition to this, at the foot of the bed is a sturdy, unlocked wooden chest. And as you open it, you see in there about 310 gold pieces, a silk pouch containing 5 carnelians, 2 peridot, and 1 pearl. So these are all precious.
You said
Stones.
you said 310 pieces.
Saying 5 gold pieces, yes. 5 carnelians, 2 peridot, and 1 pearl.
Can see gem cutting here?
You also found 2 books. Okay, you found 2 books, and the 2 of them, seem very familiar, and you have a smirk on your face when you see them. They are both spell books. There's a Firebolt spell book and a Telepathy spell book. And they are both probably will require 8 hours of reading. And that's about it.
Get out, fucking cat. Sorry.
Okay. And moving to Eiley.
Since I know there's a way out there, can I slip out and go see if I can do some herbalism in the cavern area? In this area? Sorry, over here?
Okay, sure. You move here, and then you catch stairs that go up. And then you take those stairs, and they take you to a tunnel that gets you back to the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So you can go there, and you want to do what? Herbalism to try to find stuff like herbs?
Yeah, that's
okay. All right, sure. Roll your herbalism. Yeah, just roll regular herbalism.
Success.
Okay, you're successful. You find pretty much 5 strange mushrooms. And that's it. Back to the boys. What are you guys doing?
Slap this guy and wake him
Yeah.
up.
What happened?
I thought you were gonna say he dies.
No, he has too much HP to die. He's actually clean on HP.
Oh man, that would have been fun. Yeah. I tell him, yeah, wake up, Tug. We have questions for you.
Sure. What do you want?
Your boss. Do you know where he could be hiding?
What do you mean?
I mean, do you know any other places, any hideouts for the redcoats? I need all your hideouts, basically. Tell me
No,
all.
this is where our hideout is.
Don't you have any other places where you can go or something?
Not that I know of, no.
Can I do a test to check if I get the sense that he's telling the truth, or
You can do an analysis test.
Yeah.
To see if you get a sense that he's telling the truth, and then you're gonna roll against his masquerade. So let me see. Masquerade is okay. Please, your roll and tell me what your total analysis is. rolled a 1.
Yeah.
You're in the I rolled a 2, but you rolled a 1. So I'm pretty sure you would have succeeded if you didn't roll a 1.
Yeah.
So you're not sure.
God damn it. Okay. I'm not really good at this interrogation stuff.
It's okay.
So can you give me a hand here?
Yeah, no problem. I look at the guy and I'm like, what's your name?
My name is Jimmy.
Okay, Jimmy, listen to me.
Yeah.
I need you to focus. I know you've been drinking, but please focus and tell me, do you know who that body in the prison next to the prison cell belongs to? Do you know the name of that guy?
No.
Does the name Arbrick sound familiar to you?
No. Never heard of it.
Besides in the prison cell, there was a family. There was a woman, her daughter, and her son. Yeah. Are there any other prisoners around here?
There was the family with the 2 kids. The travelers that Pinky bashed. No, that's it. That's everything.
And there's also the body next to the creature, right? That you feed.
Yeah, that's not a prisoner. That's somebody that got killed because he was not listening. Pinky was not happy. He sent people to punish him.
Okay. Thanks, Jimmy. I say, Galleon, I'm gonna go to the prison. You can stay here if you want.
Okay.
Okay, Galleon, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna search the room for anything of value.
Okay, sounds good. So you're gonna start moving towards the
Yes.
exit. Faye, what do you do?
I move here if I can.
Sure.
Do I see? So do I get in contact with Soul and Galleon? Okay.
Galleon.
I look at them and I say, should we regroup? I have found some stuff, and what were you guys doing?
I'm going to check on the body of Arbrick. Remember that body that we found bashed next to the prison jail?
Yeah,
That's him.
Really?
that's Albrecht.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was the woodcutter.
No, the woodcutter is the one in the crevice, under the crevice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna yeah, it's gotta be him. I need to at least bring something for, if not for the body, the whole body. I need to bring somebody for Ernst.
Let me save you a trip. How do you know it's Albrecht?
It's process of elimination. It's the only prisoner that checks out.
I found an eye patch on Pinky when I searched him.
Yeah, when Pinky is the one who bashed his head.
So that might be Albrecht's eye patch.
Yep.
So do you still need to go over there?
I mean, if it's proof enough for you, yeah. But I think Ernst would want to bury the body if it's not too decomposed. Game Master, how from a memory from the time we went there to free them, how was the body?
I think you guys made some rolls and were unsuccessful, so I can't tell you. Well, the body was decomposing a little bit, but you didn't know how long the person was dead for.
Yeah.
I look at you and I say, it's up to you. I want to talk to the goblin.
The goblin's
Okay.
gone.
I look at you and I say, the goblin's gone where?
I let him go.
Let him go. Let it.
Why?
I update Faye on all the information just so that we don't take too much time. And I say I don't think I didn't think he had any more to say.
So he was from the Krogmal tribe,
Yep.
and he could have taken us to Echo Cave
Where Echo Cave?
to.
Okay, let me
With
check.
Echo Cave, he's talking about the cave that Gundren is after.
I'm trying to find the full name.
Wave Echo Cave.
Wave Echo Cave, thank you.
So that was information that you guys have gotten when you freed Ernest and asked him where is Gundren, etc. And then he told you about the Fandolver Pact and Wave Echo Cave and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, more specifically, he told you all of that. So I'm not sure if you took notes or not.
Yeah, I did.
But okay, so that's what he's talking about. What?
Yeah, it's the one where the Forge of Spells exist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ford got out. Yeah, but does it automatically means he knows?
I don't know. Did you ask him?
No, but I mean, like, it's okay. Wave Echo. Maybe we can discuss this around some food because.
Sure. Is the prisoner, or is the red brand that I left unconscious down there still there?
Yeah, Jimmy. For that I didn't check. I didn't actually pay attention to him. So.
Gotcha. And now that I think of it, where is Eiley?
I thought she was with you.
Oh. Okay.
Nobody knows where Eiley is.
Okay. Well, there's much to discuss. I'm cool if you want to go back check on that body. If that body is if you're convinced it's Albrecht, I'm pretty sure what I have is an eye patch. We don't have a description for him of whether he was wearing an eye patch, but I found an eye patch on Pinky, and maybe we can ask Ernest if that's eye patch looks familiar.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
Okay. So just to move things faster, is there anything else you want to do in here, each one of you?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Eiley. What do you still want to do here, Eiley?
Can I run down to this area? Actually, I think I can only go this far.
No. Well, just tell me what are you trying to do, and then I'll.
I want to rush down here and do some tracking because I don't know what's going on there.
Okay, sure. Please go there and roll your tracking. I'm not sure what are you. So this is part of the hard things. Is when you say I want to do tracking, I have no idea what you're trying to do. Are you trying to track what?
Well, I'm looking to see if there's anything other than our footprints and this Nothic's footprints right here, just out of curiosity. I think.
Okay. So I'm going to put you here. Please make a D100 roll and see if you are less or equal to your tracking. No penalty, no bonus.
Oh, I failed.
There is a ground in there.
Okay.
It's pretty dirty. Is there anything else you want to do? Or are you just going to wait for the team and then leave this whole thing?
Well, I was just gonna see if I could just sneak down these stairs and just kind of poke my head around. Is that?
Sure, you can go ahead and do that. So what are you trying to do? What's left? What do you want to do left in here?
You can see my character. Oh fuck! Can you sorry?
Tell me what you want to do. It's fine. Just
Yeah.
tell me what you want to do. You don't need to do your character.
Yeah, I want to take the les draps. I want to take some drapes from here where I am now, and then go to where the body was. So you can.
Okay, so you're gonna put the body in the drapes,
Yes.
roll it in it, carry it, and
Yes.
and meet the team outside, right?
Yes, and sheath my sword as well. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm taking you out of here. Guardian, what are you doing? You said you were gonna check.
Touching.
Okay, cool. So as you're gonna be searching this red brand, and this red brand, because none of you have searched them. So you're gonna be searching all three of them, and you find, let's see. Okay, so that's times 3. Okay, let's see. You find 21 gold pieces on them.
Okay.
On those 3 red brands. And in addition, you find... let me see here. You find scattered on the floor about 167 gold pieces. This is probably what people were, what that group was gambling on when they were sitting here and drinking.
167, yeah.
167. You also find a gold earring set with a tiny ruby. So put gold earring with a tiny ruby. Okay. So that is everything that you found in there. Once you are done, what do? Do you leave also?
Yeah, I leave and I share with the guys what I found.
Well, not yet.
No.
You're not going to share yet until the team gets together, and then we decide how you're sharing. Okay, so you're out. Faye, what do you do?
So, so hold on. Galen, did you take the red brands with you?
The what?
Yeah, the red branch, the two
Two thugs?
prisoners left with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, Game Master, what I want to do. I want to go wake this guy up.
Yeah, he wakes up.
want-
What do you want?
I say this key, and I show him the key, the small iron key that I found on Pinky, and I say, this key, what does it open? Fast.
And then he tells you that it opens the cells.
Okay. Okay. And then I would like to go. So I'm gonna. I say are you gonna be obedient?
Yeah.
Okay. I say to him that. I say to him, okay, I'm gonna take him with me. What I would like to do, the other thing that I would like to do is back out this way, back out to up the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do some tracking for Redcoat.
Where are you gonna go?
Outside. So I was pinging outside when you go out up the ruins.
Okay.
And the logic is the bridges are down, and that's the tunnel. So chances are he probably escaped that way. I mean, I'm guessing, but you know.
Okay, so you're gonna do your roll upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna do it with a 20% penalty.
Tracking with 20% penalty.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay. I'm successful.
Okay, so you see some tracks as you climb upstairs and you get outside of the ruins. You see some tracks that do not seem like yours or Eily's or Galleon or Sol. The tracks move away from the Tresendar Manor towards Fandolin, and then they get to a point where you cannot follow them because there is way more track of other people. You cannot keep track of it, pretty much.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. So I joined the group, or whatever we are.
All right, Eily, you're the last person standing inside of the lair.
I want to also join the group, but just say an awkward hi.
Okay. So you join back the group, and I'm moving to the Fandolin map. And you guys are back outside of the Tresendar Manor. All 5 of you. Oh, sorry, all 4 of you with your 3 Red Brand prisoners. What do you do?
So I look at the guys and I'm like, okay, first I think the simplest thing is to go to Harbin Wester and take these guys to him and explain to him what went down before we go back and get some rest. That's what I vote.
Okay. Faye, what do you think?
What time is it, Game Master?
About 11.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
I tell them that I managed to track the steps that didn't look like ours and that were headed towards Fandolin. And I ask the group, I say, we definitely need to shake the prisoners, but maybe we still have a shot at catching Redcoat. And what I'm thinking particularly is the bar.
I'm just starting to feel a little thumping.
Yeah, she's holding onto her eyes. Her eyes are hurting her.
Okay. Well, that's what I say anyway.
Galleon, any thoughts?
No, I agree actually. So
you agree with who? With the Fae, or you agree with the
Fae.
Soul?
no, it's
Okay, agree with Fae. All right. So what's the decision then? You guys have had different opinions. What's the decision? Are you gonna go to the bar that he talked about? Are you going to the sleeping giant?
Well, we going in with the two guys inside the bar. I mean, we should maybe drop them off at the town hall at the prison first. Yeah.
Quick question: is it 2 or 3 guys?
Three guys.
Three guys. Sorry. The 3 guys. We drop them at the prison, and there should be someone there, so we can at least drop them, and then we go there and discuss what we plan to do.
So the rest of the team, you remember that Harbin is not. It's closed. Harbin. Last time you talked to him, he closes at nightfall.
Yeah, but
Shit.
but
But the prison party is closed too.
yeah, it is. He's the one who's responsible for it.
You need the keys to get inside of the town hall, to get downstairs where the prisons are.
Okay.
I look at the group and I say, what about we lock these guys up in their own prison? I have the key to the prison cells inside the ruins.
Yeah, we could do that. And
That's a
then,
great idea.
Okay, so you guys go downstairs, you lock them up in the cells, and then you leave. Okay, what do you do now?
well, now we go regroup in the inn. No.
I just want to throw something out there. I'm okay with going to the bar, but just know my contribution would be extremely
You know,
limited.
all this time, Saul is carrying that dead body on him.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fine. ID doesn't look so good, and I myself am not at my best. So maybe it's for another time. Let's just go get some sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, so by midnight, you guys arrive at the town center area, and as you walk there, you actually see about a dozen of red-caped red brands on the floor. You know, all of them are like lying on the floor. Some of them are dead, you know, like are bleeding, they are dead, and some of them are just knocked down. You also see in there the marks of a scuffle. There was you see a couple of villagers that are dead as well. You also see about 7 goblin corpses in there, and sitting on a bench, you see Darren Ethermath sitting there with his sword next to him, breathing heavily.
Holy shit.
I think I'm delusional. I think I'm seeing things.
Darren, what happened?
He says, I should have just stayed at my fucking orchard. But you and your stupid talk about doing shit and about protecting has almost cost me my life. And out, coming from behind one of the buildings, you see Sister Gael coming in and says, she tells you, he has fought them. He has fought them on his own. She says, the Red Brands came in and tried to get their ally out of the jail. They pushed and shoved Harbin, who tried to resist, And then they beat him up. They pulled him out. They beat him up. And some of the villagers tried to stop them, but she looks at the villager corpses on the ground. She said, "Unfortunately, this is what happened." And that's when Darren walked in and engaged the red brands. He tried to stop them, but then from behind, from above, from the roofs, the goblins appeared with their bows and arrows and started shooting at Darren and also at any villager that was around. I think they were in league with the red brands, but he fought valiantly, and he was able to dispatch them. But as you can see, there have been a lot of casualties.
I'm so sorry for what you had to endure, Darren. But just know that we were able to get rid of Pinky at least. Red coat
He
and
looks at you and says, "What?"
yeah, we killed Pinky.
He nods and says, "I see."
And we killed a dozen other red brands, and we locked a few prisoners in their own hideout until the morning comes, and then we can take them to the town hall. Now
Good.
now there is some bad news. Galleon here, and I point to him, is the only one who was able to chase and get close to Red Coat, but he seems to have vanished into thin air. But and I point to Faye. Faye is able to find some kind of traces to where he might have gone. So that's our update from our side. But I was wondering, have you seen Ernst? Does he know Ernst, or do you know Ernst?
And he says, "No, I have not, and I'm not sure who you are referring to."
Okay.
But he stands up and says, "Even though I'm tired after all this, I think Fandolin is going to see a better day. The fact that Pinky is dead and that you have gotten rid of the rest of the red brands in their hideout means that their organization has been destroyed. Now, granted that their leader is still alive,
Yeah.
it is still a win for the village."
Yeah, we think so as well. Even though if the price is steep.
Yes. And as he stands up, like he holds his back, "Oh, my back." And then he walks towards his orchard. What do you do?
We did say that we will meet with Ernst in the inn, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I guess who's like what's his name? Wait, the owner. No, Toblin. Yeah, is he anywhere to be seen?
No, not here. He's not in the market
Yeah, okay.
place.
I mean, like he wasn't one of the casualties or something that we know. You know what I mean? Like nobody was hurt.
No, you spend a couple of minutes looking the corpses. You didn't see Stoblin.
Okay. So I say we head to the inn. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Have some rest.
I agree. And then are we walking over there? I'd like to. I want to get closer to Soul as we walk, and I whisper to you, Soul. If we run into Ernest before we as a group have a chance to debrief, please let me do the talking.
Sure.
Okay, so you get inside the Stonehill. Yeah, the Stonehill tavern. It's late. It's very late. There are a couple of people. There are a couple of people still drinking. A couple more that are drunk, laying on their tables. Toblin is nowhere to be seen. Neither his wife nor the barmaid. But you see, sitting by the fire is Ernest, and as he sees you get in, He's like, he stands up and has a worried look on his face. I worried about you. I thought I would not see you. What happened?
May we grab a seat? May we grab a seat?
Sure. And you guys sit around the table, Soul still carrying the body, the stinking body of a rotten corpse. All right, what happened?
We found the Redcoats' lair,
Mhm.
and we are not sure about what befell Albrecht. That is. I have a question for you. Could you describe him to us?
Sure. Albrecht is a human. He is a handsome man, probably in his mid-30s. Has long black hair, a black beard, well trimmed usually. He's a mage. He was a mage part of the Golden Gauntlet Alliance. He uses a lot of spells that are linked with illusions. He is able to create mirror images of himself. Powerful mage, I would say. He's very dignified. My understanding is that he comes from a lord family.
Do you know if he had a staff made of glass or something like that?
He looks at you and says, "Glass staff, glass staff." Yes, that was one of his nickname, Glass Staff.
Well, I think that's the guy we were chasing because he had a glass staff actually, and he had mirrors on his belt.
Ellie, he sounds like your brother.
That cannot be. Are you saying that he was in league with the Red Brands?
Well, across him, at least someone that looks a lot like the description you're giving. Yeah,
Galleon, just say it.
I think it's him. Yeah,
No, I mean say it.
it. What it? I don't get it.
Okay, I'm sorry, he's a dwarf. Ernst, I think Redcoat is Albert.
Oh yeah, well maybe yeah.
Albert?
Well, that's one
No,
point.
I know what you mean,
Albert, sorry.
Albrecht. Yeah.
He holds his head and he looks shocked.
I have a question, Ernest.
What?
Is the family that he comes from called Dore?
I do not know if what his family name is. He always was known as Albrecht within the organization.
I look
But
around.
you said Dore.
Yes,
Do you mean Dorier?
Dorier. Yes,
I'm not sure if that's his last name. And by the way, anybody has common lore?
I do.
Okay. Galleon, do you have common lore too? Guardian?
He had to
Guardian?
go.
No, I don't.
I need to do AFK. 5 minutes. Someone is knocking on the door.
Sure. Osama, please
I don't
roll your common lore if you have.
I don't have it. No.
Oh, okay, you don't have it. So I think the only one that has it is Galleon in the team.
So while he's AFK, I look around.
You have hold on. Do you have academic knowledge?
I do.
You can make an academic knowledge roll.
Okay.
And you have a bonus of 10% in like to your total score.
So we're equal.
You're equal, so you're successful. Dorier is, now that he is rectifying you and you are thinking about it, Dorier is actually one of the we are in the Broken Kingdoms. And I think I mentioned earlier in the game that the Broken Kingdoms used to be kingdoms that got broken when there was this big war with the orcs, and there was a lot of civil unrest, and a lot of these kingdoms of the ruling family got pretty much squashed and destroyed. And that's why they're called the Broken Kingdoms. There is no kingdoms. There is no major rulers. It's a bunch of like city-states and so on. Dorier is one of the families that used to be, kings that ruled one of the Broken Kingdoms. and holding one of these names, one of the names of the royal families that rules the Broken Kingdoms, made you hated by the people, because you were one of the reasons why people saw you as either part of the aristocracy that took advantage of the people, or the aristocracy that failed to stop the orc invasion. So that's what you know, as you say, Dorier. And he tells you, for Ernest, he tells you it's it's a powerful family, but I think that they all were killed in the war. The
So
Civil War.
I look around. Is there anybody around in the? You said it's pretty light attendance, but is there anybody? Or are we?
Yeah, there are two people that are drunk. They're still drinking, and two people that are splattered on the table, like they are out of it. They are really drunk.
Are they within earshot if we whisper?
No, not if you whisper. They will need to pass a really hard perception test to catch what you're saying.
So I sit down. I mean, we're already sat down. I search in my backpack and I pull out the letter that I found in Redcoat's chambers, and I put it out for everybody to see, including Ernest, and say, once he fled, I searched his room and found this letter, which seems to be addressed to a Lord Dorier. Sorry.
So he reads, he says, Lord Dorier, my spies in Falkrest tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phendelin. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can. Kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven map in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Albrecht. Please do not disappoint me.
And I ask him,
As he finishes reading, he grabs the scroll, pulls it a little bit, he almost like was going to squash it, but then he let it go. He stands up and says, he's in league with the spider.
What did you say?
He said he's in league with the spider.
So I asked him, I was going to ask you about this this signature. Do you know anything about the spider, and what can you tell us about the spider?
Well, yeah, you forgot I told you that when I was imprisoned by the goblins, they specifically said that they were sending Gundren to Cragmaw Castle to be interrogated by the Silent Spider. The Silent Spider sent for us to be caught. And for Gundren and myself, and to provide him with any map that will be found. I think he's after Wave Echo Cave as well.
So
that's the Forge of Spells.
Yeah, so that's why I'm looking at Faye, and I'm like, yeah. So basically, if goblins knew, they already have told him where the Wave Echo Cave would be. So
yes, you're right. What I meant is he could have taken us to Cragmaw Castle.
Yeah, but we already know the location.
I'm going to interrupt awkwardly and grab Ernest's cup of water and drink it, and then say, if he's Albrecht, then who's in the bag?
He looks at the bag. Guardian looks at the bag. Faye looks at the bag. Everybody looks at the bag.
Yeah.
So before this revelation,
what's in the bag?
Before this revelation, we found this prisoner with a bashed head, so it was really hard to identify. And I was thinking about bringing him to you to identify maybe it was Albrecht. So, but now that we know, I'm just gonna bury this anonymous person, and
Well, maybe we can try to find out who he is.
I mean, but how? Who do we ask for?
He says maybe. So just Ernest interrupts and say maybe give it to Harbin Wester tomorrow, and he will put on the post on the board that we found the body. If anybody wants to come look at it and see if they can recognize who it is.
All right, let's do that.
And then he tells you, well, I'm thankful for you guys' help with Albrecht and everything. It pains me to know and to have to report back that we have a traitor among the Golden Gauntlet Alliance. It pains me to see what he has done here. We have sent him to build a bridge between Fandolin and the civilized world. And then what he ended up doing is take advantage of the people here and build what I think is his own kingdom.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is very disappointing. Well,
And Ernst,
yes.
we also killed Pinky.
Who's Pinky? Sorry.
Wait, what? He doesn't know.
He doesn't know about Pinky, so he's like, who's Pinky?
Oh,
And then you bring him up to speed that he is this strong warrior, etc. He says, "Oh, okay, I did not know about that, but I thank you for everything." And he says, "And I promised you that I would repay you if you found Albrecht and if you were able to know what his fate is." So he gets a pouch out of his pocket and he drops about 150 gold pieces, and he says, "This is a thank you for your work. I will need to go sleep, and let's reconvene tomorrow about what to do next, because on my end, as I told you, I went looking for Nundro and Tarden and tried to look around and get as much information as possible about Gundren. So I have a few things that I need to talk to you about."
Before you go, well, no, I guess we can do that tomorrow. That's fine.
Okay. He leaves to go to bed. What are you guys doing?
Is there food anywhere?
Yeah.
Yep. Time to
Yeah,
eat.
if there's leftovers where the passed out people are.
No. There is none.
Well, I eat the travel food I have.
Okay, so it's almost spoiled.
I know. That's why I eat it.
Yeah. All of you, everybody who has food, it's almost spoiled. Just so you know,
yeah.
everybody who did not restock on food, your food is almost spoiled because you had 24 hours and the day is about to end.
So it's better that we eat it. I would just ask you, Game Master, since there is no top lane, can we just assume that I'm hiding the body somewhere that's like, a bit while I can pick it up tomorrow or something like that, or?
You probably want to throw it outside.
Yeah,
not-
exactly,
not
because of the smell.
Yeah, you want to leave it outside. Okay, so you could do that. Whoever wants to eat food, make sure to take out the food from your backpack and then do the roll that you need to do to regenerate. And then after that, you can go to bed.
Can we eat more than one ration?
You cannot. You can eat 2 rations. If you eat anything more than that, it will be, you can have a penalty as a result.
Okay.
All right, so please do that, and then I'm assuming you're going to bed after that.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is that?
I look at Eileen, I'm like, we have to skip today's lesson, because I'm just...
I can't. My head.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go to bed by 1 p.m.
Yeah, I don't.
and
1 a.m.? You mean 1 a.m.?
1 a.m. Sorry.
Yeah,
You go to
yeah.
bed around 1 a.m. and then you wake up the following day around 8 a.m. ish. You regenerate 1d8 HP, MP, EP. That's it. Just 1d8. So please regenerate that once you roll your 1d8. The following day, when you wake up, I'd like to. So you did this. You did this. You can add 8 experience points for each one of you for finishing this second main quest, which is the Red Brand quest. Again, I had a range that I could give you experience for. I think 8 is a good range. It wasn't the best, not the best, but like the optimal outcome. But it was a good outcome, I think, overall. So please add 8 experience points. Osama, your character gains 6 points in the balance. So don't subtract. Add to the balance plus 6 points. And then you wake up. You come downstairs in the living area. Torblen and Trilina looks at you guys with a big smile, and they invite you to sit down. Torblen comes back to you and tells you, "Did you have a great night, friends?"
I look at him. Amazing.
Wonderful. I've heard about what you have done for Fandolin, and I really appreciate it. So the night is going to be for free. Not that you asked,
Thanks.
like for it to be free. You've never paid for it, but I don't know, I guess. And then Trina pushes him from the back. She's like, "Come on, they helped us." It's like, "Okay, fine, but just tonight. I mean, but thank you very much for all the work you have done. We appreciate it."
Could we get some breakfast, Master Toblin, please?
Sure, that would be 1 gold piece, and then he's pushed from the back by Trinity. He says, "Okay, fine, just do breakfast. Breakfast. Okay, breakfast, and don't put too much egg." he tells his wife. Anyway, then you guys get breakfast. So you can eat. When you eat, you can regenerate 1d6 HP, MP, EP. What did you want to say, Galien?
Yeah, I want to share with the team the gold that I found. So I have 188 gold.
Sharing. 118. Okay.
88.
So what's this?
188 divided by 4. It's 47 gold each. Okay, and I have also found this gold earring with a tiny ruby on it. Not know if someone wants it, or otherwise I will most likely sell it or try to extract the ruby or something. I don't know. Not sure yet what I'm going to do with it.
I'm okay with you keeping it. That's me.
Is it magical?
It's an earring. I'm not sure it will be very magical. You can try if you want to see it.
GM, is it magical, or do we
You're
need
gonna roll your magic.
can I roll? Do you mind, Gavin, if I try to determine if it's magical?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, please roll your D100. There is no bonus or penalty. You have no idea. Look at it. Golden ring with a red ruby.
And then there is the sword that I still have in the backpack. That we know has some kind of magic on it, but I don't know if one of you guys want to use it, or you don't care, and you just sell it, and we share the gold.
I tell you, from what I remember, we couldn't determine what its magic is.
Yeah. Do you want to try it again? Maybe now that you have rested, you'll feel better to examine
No, he
it.
will not be able to reroll.
Okay.
Once you fail the roll, you fail the roll for this kind of stuff.
Too bad.
We're talking about the sword, right?
Yeah, the sword. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at you again, and I'm like, I don't know. You're a blacksmith. Can't you like just reshape it or like?
Also, you have don't forget you have an identification scroll as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like,
we
can't
don't.
you,
Yeah.
I was thinking like, can't you use it for doing your forging or something? I don't know how it works.
Well, I can try to reuse the metals out of it, but if it has some magic properties, it will be lost.
Oh, okay, like that. Okay, I understand.
And even sometimes you cannot break down a weapon if it has some magic properties in it. It will be much harder.
Game Master, what does it look like compared to my sword? For me, in terms of the looks of it,
I think I gave a description last time.
Yep.
But I can re-describe it. So it is a fine-looking sword. It's a one. You can use it probably as a one-handed sword. It has a little sign at the bottom of the at the hilt of the sword. It's inscribed with the name Tiel, Tiel. and its halt is worked in the shape of a bird of prey with outspread wings.
Can I take a look at it, Galleon?
Yeah, of course.
So as I
And just so you know, in terms of damage, it does 7 physical and 3 magical damage. So it does 10 damage total, but it's 7 of it is physical and 3 of it is magical. And you don't know what the special power is.
So as I look at it, Game Master, is there any religious connotation or religious reference that I can see?
No.
No.
None.
Are we able to tell what the metal is? Is it iron?
It's iron.
Okay, I give it back to Galen. I'm like, nice.
I think Galen, you tried the common lore and you failed the roll. Usama, you tried the magic lore and you failed the lore. I don't see what other test you could do. Does anybody have history or academic knowledge?
I have academic knowledge.
You can make an academic knowledge roll. You're gonna have a penalty of 10% on your roll.
I'm successful.
Okay, so you look at the sword and you try to steal. It sounds familiar, and then it hits you. There was this story about this great knight called Aldith Tresendar, like the Tresendar Manor, and he was known as the Eagle of Tresendar. Sir Aldith died fighting off the orcs that attacked through the hidden caverns of his manor. And there was a story that you read where Teal was lost there forever. So that's what you know from a lore standpoint.
Okay, so maybe it has history to Fendolin. Maybe there are some descendant of this family or something.
Yeah, maybe we can ask Harbin, since he seems to be like, real well versed in the history of this town.
And in
So,
this, we need to give him the body of corpse. Yeah.
so let's do that then.
Are you guys done with splitting the treasures?
No, we're not. So I get out of my backpack 3 books, and I tell the group, these are books of alchemy that, and I give them a description. They reading these books could improve your ability or knowledge of alchemy. They should take about 8 hours to read. I took a book for each one of us. I have one for myself, and I have a book for each one of you guys.
I grabbed one too, and I pull it out.
I look at Galleon and I'm like, you or me?
I don't know, alchemy has never been my cup of tea, but well, I can try it, I guess.
I'm fine.
Okay, so how are we doing the split? Usama, you're keeping 1 book. Galleon, you have 1 book. Ubas, you have 1 book. There is 1 book left.
No, like Ailey has a book, right? Not me.
Yeah. So there is 1 book left.
Oh, I'll take it.
So Usama picked up 4 books.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
so you want to take 2 books?
Yeah, I'll take 1.
Okay. So Usama, just keep 1 book. Everybody, the rest, just make sure to have 1 book in your backpack called Book of Alchemy. 8 hours of reading.
I thought it was like 3 total. That's why I was confused. Okay.
No, it was 4.
It's 5.
4 for them.
It's 5 because they
Yeah.
have 4 and I have 1,
Okay.
and I still need to actually go see Adabra because I was able to get some ingredients for her. And
Okay, anything else on the treasures?
Yes, there are. I have. I get out. Let me do the total here. 310, 343, 358, 358 gold pieces. And I say I found this many gold pieces in when I was searching down there. So that's 358. That's 89 each, 89.5. So 90 for 2 people and 89 for 2 people.
I'll take 89.
I'm gonna take 90. How much did I get from you, Galleon, when we split the stuff that you had? How much? How many?
47.
47. Okay.
I'm taking 89.
Well,
All right, so Galian and Usan and Faye get 90 each.
okay. I need to repair my armor. So,
Yeah, that's a different thing. We're
Yeah.
talking about splitting
yeah,
treasure here.
yeah.
Are the treasure split? Is everything good?
I get out of my backpack uh, 3 carnelians, and I give one to each one of them.
Okay.
Okay.
So everybody add one, aside from Usama, add one carnelian in your backpack.
What's a carnelian?
Chameleon.
Carnelian. It was, I think I sent it in the.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll scroll up. It's fine. Keep going.
Can't you remember from World of Warcraft, man? Ah, I'm disappointed.
Got it. Thanks.
Got it?
I look at you, Galleon, and I say,
Yeah.
I'm going to need your help to repair my armor.
Oh boy. Here we go again.
And I get out of my backpack the dwarven story that I found,
Okay.
and I give you the story, and I tell you, just remember this when comes time for me to pay you for repairing my armor, and I give you the story.
What's this? What's this book?
It looks like it's about dwarven history or something. So I thought maybe you'd be interested.
Mhm.
It's about your people.
Well, I lived through that history, so
Mhm.
I'm not sure how much it affects me. But thanks. I'll try to have a go at it.
Mhm. Okay, so it's called the Journal of Adventurer Urmont. So let me write it in here. I
And
just sent it to you.
does the name Ermon says something to me?
You can make a common lore,
Okay.
and because you're a dwarf, you don't have a penalty. Well,
Okay.
you know, no, it doesn't sound familiar.
Okay.
I share with the group the needs list that I say it doesn't look much like a ledger, but I found this piece of paper too that seems to be counting what they needed. So they definitely had their ways to get this stuff. Look at this: potions, armor, swords.
Well, we know that they bribed. I mean, not bribed, but kind of bribed. I forgot her name. The blacksmith lady. What was her name already? No,
Lenny,
Lenin, yeah. So maybe that's how they get the stuff. They just go around the shops and just tell them to give them free stuff in exchange for protection. So
Yeah, it's possible. I take out the red cloak of the red brands that's in my backpack or on me. I don't even know where it is anymore. And I throw it on the table and I say, I don't believe I'll be needing this anymore.
Okay, take it out of your items.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing for mine as well, and I'll move a few potions to my pocket because I've been
Sure,
using.
that's fine. Okay, so everything's good on the treasures. You guys done with that?
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, you ate food. You can roll a d6 and add it to your HP, MP, EP. And then Ernest comes down the stairs. He doesn't look, like he looks like he didn't sleep well. He sits at the table and says good morning to you guys.
Morning, Ernst.
Good morning.
Good morning.
He says, so.
What's the plan?
I think
I'd say, Ernest, I have a question for you before you start saying what we're gonna say. Do any of the dwarves that you were supposed to meet, or does anybody you know usually wear an eye patch?
No.
No. Okay.
He says, I think Tharden and Nundra are dead.
What makes you say that?
I went and searched their camp. They're not there. And after a lot of inspection, it seems like it was. There are a lot of items that are there that I would think if they left, they would have taken them with them. Seeing how this silent spider was well informed about the rock seekers' excavation plans, I would think that, and seeing how Gundren was kidnapped, I would think that they have either been kidnapped, probably interrogated, potentially killed to extract the information that he needs. He is clearly after a map, and I believe that's Gundren's map to Wave Echo Cave.
So if I understand this correctly, we can assume that Gundren has been. We know that Gundren has been taken to Krogmaw cave, right? By the Krogmaw Castle, and the Krogmaw Castle King's Groll is in bed with the Red Brands, meaning that they do collaborate because he sent 8 goblins to the Red Brands to play with.
And why would they collaborate?
That's the question that we need to know. But
it's not a very hard question to answer. So, you are a strong warrior who can use your sword very well. You also have to try to think beyond the scope, beyond what you see. You remember I told you that the goblins attacked Gundren to capture us under the orders or the commission of the Silent Spider. The piece of paper that Faye showed me is ordering Albrecht pretty much to get rid of you, to get rid of your strangers. And it's signed by the Silent Spider. So the spy is weaving his threats behind all of this. The spider is using the goblins, the Red Brands, and God knows what to get what he wants. That is the link. It's the spider.
Yeah, and all of this for the dwarven map.
For the Wave Echo Cave.
Yeah. So that means we have to immediately or as soon as possible go to the Krogmaw Castle. That's the only way.
I don't think that's a good idea. I know you guys are brave and are strong, but I think our numbers will not be enough. All 5 of us. Sorry, all 5 of us. We will need more help to be successful.
Does that mean you know who to ask?
I don't, as a matter of fact. I can try to send word to one of the largest cities for the Golden Gauntlet Alliance to see if they can send some of their mercenaries, some of the members to come and help us. But I fear that it's going to be a very challenging endeavor. We can try to sneak in, but I fear that if we get spotted, we're gonna be in very bad shape. So unless we find more allies to take the castle, I think it's going to be a very, very challenging endeavor for all of us.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is very frustrating because we're playing against the clock.
you've been with Gundren for a long time. Do you know if he has such a map?
I'm sure he does, because he was very excited. He kept it very secret. He was looking forward to access or find the Forge of Spells.
Does this mean that after they get their hands on the map, his life is not of use to them?
Unless if they need him for any personal knowledge that he may have, maybe his mining skills or so.
Okay. Yeah, we need to ask around. Yeah. For help, I mean.
I think if we are lucky, we have 3 more days before something bad could happen to Gundren.
Yeah. I look at Galleon and I'm like, if you gotta work on that forge, it's not. I think it's now or never.
Yeah, better get going.
Yeah. I look at the other rest of the group.
He looks at you, Galleon, and he tells you, Ernest tells you, you can work on it, but if you are needed, do not feel like you can't give your armors to be fixed by somebody else.
Yeah. That's
Pinpoint if needed.
Yeah.
Use your time wisely. I will do more research and see if there is anybody else who would want to join this our endeavor. I don't think, he looks around and he says, I don't think people in Fandolin would be brave enough to join us in this. But we'll see.
Yeah, there is one guy who was able to fend off a lot of red brands yesterday, but I don't think he will join us. His name is Darren. I don't know if he doesn't know you because we asked if he knows you. But
I don't know him.
I point to roughly like on that side, and I'm like he lives in an orchard. He's extremely skilled, but I don't think he would want to join us.
Okay. Well, I think that's it for now. I'll see you later today.
Yeah.
I will go and do what I can, and I hope that we will have more help between now and then.
Yeah.
So on that, he stands up and takes a leave.
Yep. All right, guys, shall we make haste to the town hall?
If you want, we can just split. You go to the town hall. I deal with my armor and Faye's armor.
Yeah.
Anybody else needs their armor fixed?
Yeah, but is it feasible to just imagine like dumping all of the stuff on them that needs to be fixed? Because I don't know if they can carry it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna say, because remember, Harbin Wester's building is by Lenin's building.
Yeah.
So you can all go there, put your armors, and then go to.
Let's
the
do that.
location.
Yeah, because my armor also needs fixing. So.
Okay, Jessica, do you need fixing, armor fixing as well?
Armor.
You're right. Okay, all right. So you guys go to Lenin's, well, actually, as you walk towards Lenin's building or the Line Shield Costers, you're accosted by Sister Garail, and she she thanks all of you for what you have done to Fandolin and for coming to the help of the villagers and getting rid of the red brands. And she pulls Sol on the side and she says, my dear friend, would it be possible if you could do me a favor?
Sure. What is it?
Oh, bless you. I am very thankful that you are willing to discuss this with me. It has been haunting my dreams, and I've been really needing somebody's help. So I'm really hoping that you could provide me with some form of help here. She looks around and then says, I was asked to undertake a delicate mission. but I was not really successful in doing so. And that was since I've seen how strong you guys have been and how successful you have been at fighting off the red brands. Do you perhaps travel to the small ruined town, to a small ruined town up to the east, and engage a lady called Agatha and ask her a question for me about a spell book?
Okay, what's the name of the spellbook?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? She says, I sought her out, but she didn't appear for me. I really, really need to know the location of a spell book belonging to a mage called Leonard the Green.
Leonard the Green. And what's the town's name? Do you know?
It's Conybury.
Conbury.
Yes, it's not a town. It's the ruins of an older town.
Ah, okay.
There is one problem. The Agatha didn't appear to me. if you heard that, because she is not alive. She is a ghost.
Oh. Game Master, is there a correlation between the previous undead place we were talking about with this area? Or because it was also a ruin?
The other one that Darren Edermath talked to you about is called the Old Owl Well.
Yeah, I have it here. So there is no like overlap between the two. It's two different
Yeah,
locations.
I mean, you don't know. Maybe Old Owl Well is in Conybury.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, you never asked for that.
Yeah.
That's what she tells you, and she says, she adds at the end. She says, I do have something that I can hand you.
Yes, please.
That could be useful for you talking to Agatha. She said she give you a what is it called? A jeweled silver comb. You know a comb that
Yeah,
goes in the hair? Silver comb. And says, I believe this belongs to her.
Okay, so I'll add that to the items.
Maybe if you take it with you and call upon her, maybe she'll appear. Or maybe if she appears to you, maybe you can hand it to her. I would say one thing though, I have been there and I called upon her. She didn't appear to me, but it was cold. It was very cold. I could feel a breath on my neck, and I couldn't stay. I just ran away. I ran away. I couldn't undertake it. So I would say if you get there, be mindful, be careful, and avoid trying to provoke such a creature.
We will. We will.
I'll be very thankful if you're able to get me that information where the spellbook location is, and I may have some reward for you, as it's gonna take some of your time.
Yeah. Just know that if for some reason I don't make it back, it's not because I stole it. It just means that I perished in my endeavor.
She smiled for a second and says, I believe that the lady will be on your side, as she has.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, she lets you go.
So this is before we go into the Lion Shit Castles. Yeah. Okay. So I joined the group and we go inside, right?
Yes. As you get inside, Lenine sees you and she says, "Ah, my heroes! I am so glad to hear that you have braved the danger of Phandalin and got it rid of this plague, truly a plague called the Red Brands. Wonderful job. We are open for business.
Well, we need some
What
repairs.
can I do for you, friends?
Well, as a matter of fact, I interrupt to say, as a matter of fact, we are open for business.
Are you, darling?
I am very much so. Let's see. We probably.
Well,
we
I do
probably
not.
spent
I
a lot-
appreciate all that, but I do not think that there is a whorehouse in Fandolin. I jest, but I know that you would fetch a very high price. Do not take that as an insult. As a matter of fact, it is a praise.
How much did we save you on your bottom line by dispatching the red brands, Lenine?
And how much did I allow you to be able to fight for my bottom lines by helping your armor being fixed in my forge?
Well, we paid for that, didn't we?
Didn't you? No, you did not really. But I offered my business because you guys are friends and allies.
Oh, so that means that you are going to offer your help again, right?
Well, you are a very smart lady, aren't you? Would you offer help to a few strangers who have been able to free your village? Well, of course you would. That's what I would do. For the right price, obviously. After all, you get paid for your efforts, right? You do not offer them for free, do you?
We actually are made of a different material than you are, and I am a pretty smart whore, so I think, you should offer your forge for free. We did not get paid. We took it upon us to help your village, which, let's be real, saves you money, because we did find a list of goods that were needed by the red brands, and we know where they come from, right?
Did you now? Did you? Have I at any point denied the fact that the Red Brands came here and threatened my business and to protect my business, as anybody has done in Fandolin? I accepted to, sell them weapons that they needed for the right price.
Exactly. So we rid you of the red brands, which was essentially an annuity you were paying for the time they were going to still be around. So what's our discount for using your forge again to get us back into shape and, God knows, maybe help you out in some way or fashion?
Oh dear, you have the best friend discount. You and your wonderful ally, Gallian Whitehammer, are friends of the Lion Shield Costers and friends of Lenine forevermore.
I like it. Nothing beats free. Thank you, Lenine. I knew you
It
would.
is not free, though. I think, although you are a very beautiful lady, you probably do not wash every day because it seems like your ears are very clogged.
They are very clogged. So what did you say?
I said it's at a discount.
Okay, which is?
Oh, it's 25% discount, obviously. You guys are friends.
So you're going to pay...
Gallian, she says, Gallian, dear, the forge is available for you for free, but materials will be sold at a 25% discount. Do we have a deal? And she raises her hand towards you.
Just have one question. Is it possible just to leave the stuff here and you take care of the repairs?
Okay, sure. Gallian, as you know, my blacksmith doesn't have your wondrous hands, but he could probably work on your armors and try to fix as much as he can. And what are we talking about here in terms of armors?
Well, there is my my
So
armor.
you show her your armor? Okay.
Yeah.
She looks at it. How many more fixes do you need?
Yes. For my armor,
23? 23, right?
yeah.
23. Osama, how many do you need?
I think it's 11. Let me check.
And yours is, yeah, I think yours is like 10 gold. So 23 times 10. So that's 230. And then what I do is I give you the house discounts. Okay. So Galleon, she tells you it's going to be 175 gold pieces.
170?
75.
75, okay.
Thank you. You can pay now if you'd like to, or you can pay when you come and collect.
I'll pay when I'll pay now. I trust you. You are good.
She tells you by she's gonna prioritize yours,
Mhm.
and by sunset you can stop back again, and you're gonna have your armor fixed.
Okay, thanks.
And she says, "Don't forget, Galleon, if you ever need a job,
Yeah.
we are very happy to have you here." The rest of the team, Usama, what do you? How many durability do you still have?
I need 13.
13. And is your armor ethereal?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to be 13 times 8. That's 104 times this bad boy. She says it's going to be 80 gold pieces.
I look at her. 60?
What's that? 60?
60? Is that what you said?
I know that 69 is your favorite number, but 80 it is going to be.
I like to go a little bit faster, so what about 70?
70? This is very interesting. Why do you think it's 70?
Well, it just sounds good to me.
It sounds good to you. That is a very good argument. But she told so the two of you are going to actually do persuade on each other.
I know you're a very smart lady, and I know that the house discount is probably that you're giving us is probably lower than what you would actually give anybody else. So.
Oh no, that is not correct. That is not correct. My typical discount is about 10%. I am generally giving you guys at 25% because although I have to keep business going and I need to make money, I still I see some. As she looks at you and she says, "I see some opportunities, so I don't mind paying the price if it's getting me what I want."
So I go by opportunities. You mean 70 gold pieces, right?
I would have loved that if I was maybe 45 years younger. You know, it would have been very interesting.
I'm older than you, lady. Please. Way older than you.
She says, "I have no doubt. I mean, the wrinkles on you, they..." And for an elf, I mean, come on. Even Eiley looks younger. Trying to sow confusion and fight within the team. She says, she is backing up. She says, "Listen, what's her name? Faye. Yeah." She says, "Listen, Faye, I am willing to go as low as 73 gold pieces, and that's it."
I knew that behind these veiled insults there was a heart beating in your chest, Lenine. I'm proud of you. And I give her, and as a token of my appreciation, I do not mind paying up front.
She takes the money from you and and nods and say, "Oh dear, I feel so flattered that a blonde elf just praised me," and throws the money in her on her desk. Okay, so you got yours, and she tells you it will be done tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay, so please, dear, stop by around 9 in the morning, and your armor will be ready for you.
I will.
Who else needs their armor fixed?
Me, but the problem is that with this we'll be losing 48 hours.
And your point, would you rather have Guardian stay here and fix them?
36 actually.
What do you mean for 36?
Well, if his is done by the end of the day and mine is done tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
we're not losing 2 days.
Yeah,
It's
and I'm
30.
talking about mine as well. So if I have to repair mine as well, we'll be losing
Oh.
48 hours.
Gotcha.
It's fucked.
Well, how bad your armor is, she tells you.
It's half bad.
Half bad, like how many?
Yeah, like exactly half.
In what?
Exactly half. So 10 points.
10 points. Well, by noon tomorrow you would have it.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
You can have it by tomorrow noon. She looks at your armor. She says, yeah, your armor is not as special as theirs. Well, is it? Is
Yeah,
it
it is.
ethereal?
It is ethereal.
It is. Oh, okay. No, she says. Well, thank you for being honest. She says by 3 p.m. tomorrow you can have it.
I look at the guys and I'm like, this is not a good. Yeah, this is. Yeah, we have lives at stake. We cannot just be.
I look at you and I say, we have our lives too at stake, right? We can't step into this under-equipped. We're already undermanned.
I mean, I don't. If I don't repair my armor, I can do nothing. So
No, it's yeah. I understand. I'm not saying.
Would you be able to repair them quicker, Galleon, than her blacksmith?
I suppose, but then I won't be able to participate in whatever you are going
Yeah,
to do today.
just for today. Which and I promise. Like last time. I will give you everything that's due
May
to you.
I suggest a solution?
Yes, please.
Well, I could have my blacksmith work overtime tonight, and it would be at a premium of 25%, so it would be flat rate.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind. I don't mind paying flat.
Wonderful.
No, I'm
think
talking
we
about
have-
myself, huh?
Huh?
I'm looking at about myself, not about the rest.
Oh yes, dear. You talk about yourself. Are you gonna be the type who mansplains and talk for? Of course you're not. You're a gentleman. You're somebody who's not gonna be talking for somebody else. A noble, probably. Maybe of Burgundian descent. I don't know, but you give me that kind of vibe with your, hair and your facial features. Okay, but let me. I digress. So, do we want to do the 10% premium? Sorry, the 25% premium.
Sounds good. So for 10 points, how much is that?
So that would be 100 gold piece.
Deal. And I give her 100 gold.
Wonderful. She shakes your hand
Give her the armor.
and she takes it off. She says, "Well, by tomorrow morning, hopefully by 9 p.m. 9 a.m. Sorry, you can stop by and your armor will be ready as well as Faye's armor."
Sounds good.
Oh, how are you doing, dear? As she looks at your at Aya, she says, "You look as glowing as ever, and you too, darling." As she sees you, Eiley, are you sure you do not need anything? Maybe some arrows.
I was gonna ask if you have any arrows. I just didn't want to interrupt.
No. You are always welcome here. Yes, we do have arrows. She shows you pretty much. You bought all the 12 damage arrows, but she does have some 10 damage arrows or regular arrows.
How much an arrow?
So it's 10 gold pieces each, but because you have the discount, it's 8 gold pieces each.
Can I get 7 of them?
Oh, sure. Yes, we can. Would you be interested in one of those sturdy arrows as well?
I thought you said you didn't have any more of those.
Well, yes, I do not, but I can have them made for you.
Oh. I mean, how long is it going to take?
Well, tomorrow morning we can make 2.
You can make 2 tomorrow morning?
Yes.
How much for that?
Let me do the math quickly. It's 9 gold piece each.
Okay. The thing humans do. Deal.
She shakes your hand. As she shakes your hand, you're almost feeling dirty. And you're pretty dirty, just saying. Like you haven't taken a shower in a long time. She says, "Oh, such soft hands. I'm sure your opponents do not even feel you when you pull the trigger."
They don't see me either.
Well, I'm sure that's what every man that slept with Faye has said. No, sorry, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They didn't even feel you. No, I'm kidding. She definitely didn't say that. Okay, so just put notes, Jessica, in your update your normal arrows with what she gave you, and then just put a note of the 12th damage arrow, the sturdy arrow. Just put a note of how many you need to pick up from her, and put a note that says to come tomorrow and pick them at 9. And I think on that, I just wanted to make sure that I'm covering everything you need when it comes to these to the buying and selling in this session. I know I'm taking a little longer, but I want to make sure that I'm covering that. So next session we're not going to go again through that. Is there anything else you want to buy or sell in here?
Or in here, no, but maybe at the other place, at the Stones Hill.
Sorry, what? At where? You mean the other trade post? The other trade post is Barthen's Provisions.
Barthen's Provisions, thank you. I was scrolling through my notes, but it's getting late.
Yeah, there is one thing we can do next time, is to ask her about the sword that you have, Galleon.
All right, here's what I think we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is either you guys